Hi everyone, my name's Anne-Marie. Welcome to this viewer's request. I've been asked to show you the chalkboard stamps and how to make your own sentiments using them. So what I thought I'd do is just make a real quick video about the stamps, how to stamp them, and then the different effects you can get making them into 3D sentiments, because that was the actual request. So what you get is, from Anna, there are 3 sheets of chalkboard stamps in the set. They're all occasion sentiments, so that you can use them for everything from birthdays, thank you, wedding, anniversaries. I've got to admit, they are my favourite set of stamps ever. I know that's a big endorsement, but I have to stop myself from using them on every project. I do love them, they stamp so well and they're really clear. So the first sheet is, you've got for the graduate, just a note, you make my heart sing, OXOX, mine's upside down, I'm sorry. Wow, happy birthday, just for you on your special day, with loving wishes. This is the one we're going to use. Good luck to you. Sheet number 2, you've got happy anniversary at the top, on this special day, birthday wishes, cheers, just because, with sympathy, hi, thank you so much, miss you, best wishes, sending you encouragement. And then on the third and final sheet, we've got thank you, hello friend, you make me smile, a very happy birthday, a heartfelt thank you from me to you, get well soon, thinking of you, love you, for my dear friend, and congratulations. So they cover lots and lots of different occasions. So what I've done is I've stamped them out using the With Loving Wishes stamp, and I wanted to show you 3 different ways. The first is I've used a black StazOn for the first one, and this is your classic chalkboard. This is the one I normally use. I'm trying to use them with colour a lot more, because they are worthy of using them with colour, but it's my favourite look as with the chalkboard look. So that's the black one with the StazOn, and then I've done 2 with Anna's pinks. One's a paler pink and one's a cerise, and that's how they look when you've actually just used them with a colour. And then the third one is a 2-tone. I've used a paler colour for the middle and then a deeper colour for the outside. I'm going to show you how to get this effect. I'm not going to show you just how to stamp them blind and plain, for the simple reason that we've got tutorials from a long time ago about rubber stamping. As long as you make sure you've got a good lot of ink on your stamp and stamp it a couple of times, maybe on trace paper, rough paper, before you actually do it for your project, just to make sure that you've got your coverage. So this is the one we're going to do today. It's a 2-tone, but I have stamped these out and I want to show you how to build up a 3D sentiment using these. So what I thought we'd do is, I've already got my stamp on my block. Now my block's a bit dirty, I'm sorry, but I thought you wouldn't mind because it shows I am creative. So what you always start with, you start with your paler colour first. So I'm just going to lightly tap the actual stamp all over. Now you are going to get a colour mix on one of your stamps. The second stamp that you use, you're going to get a touch of the paler colour on. However, after you've used it, if you just stamp the actual stamp pad onto paper, that will come off. So then we go to the darker stamp, and again it's one of Anna's, and then you take it and you simply tilt it a little bit and then take it round the edge of the actual stamp. It doesn't matter if you have to turn your block round. You can see where the colour's going onto the stamp, and then you've got a mixture of your 2 inks. So then it's time for the moment of truth. So I'm going to stamp it onto the sheet that you've just seen and press down nice and firm pressure, because some of them are quite big stamps. There we go. And that is how to make a two-tone sentiment. You can see the paler fades into the deeper. Looks good, does that one? So that's how to stamp the two-tone. Next, what I've done is I've made a variation of stamped images basically, and I want to show you how to build them up. So the first one I've stamped is the black one, and I've used again StazOn. Now when I've cut it out, instead of just cutting it straight out along the edge, I've left a millimetre all the way around so that you've got an extra faux layer, I suppose you'd call it. And then I've just tapped my ink pad along the edge just to give it black again against the edge to make it stand out. So that is a variation of the first stamped one. You can't really see it on the white, but that is just one way of using them as it's, you know, plain. So you could use that flat or put 3D foam on it. So next what I've done is I've cut out a few different layers to go with the stamps. The first one I don't know if you can see that, I've stamped it pale, and that can go on a black mat, and you can use it either flat or you could put 3D foam on it and build it up. The actual two-tone one that we've just stamped, if you put it on a white background like that, of just a few millimetres around the outside, you can get a matte and layered look. Or you could use it on the gold like that. See, that looks good. You could even put the black on the gold, so we'll try that. And I've already got 3D foam on the back of this, so we'll just place it on the gold to build it up, and straight away you've got your very own 3D sentiment. So that's the first one. Now I've stamped in the pink as well, so I'm going to put it on an ivory layer. All these were actually stamped on ivory cardstock. They weren't stamped on white, even though they look white. So, and that's your first layer, and then you can use the next one as a gold layer and build them up and build them up until you've got as many layers as you feel you need. So these are the two ivory layers, and that's the start of your 3D sticker. You can see how I've cut them, and then you just pop your stamped image on. And that is how you would make a 3D sentiment using the chalkboard stamps. I hope this has helped and given you an insight into just a different way of stamping with the two-tone effect, and how you could use your sentiments, the chalkboard stamps as your sentiments as a 3D item for your projects. It doesn't have to be just card making, it could be scrapbooking, other paper crafts as well. Use them with your quilling, use them with your paper pasting, things like that. So I hope this has helped, and thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you again next time.